You have often felt like a ghost moving through a crowded room, watching others connect while you remained on the lonely, echoing outside. It is a quiet ache, a soft vibration in your chest that whispers you were made for a place you have not yet found. You look at the world and see a straight line, but your soul feels the pull of a sacred, winding, and mysterious inner labyrinth. Take a deep breath right now, feeling the air fill your lungs like a gentle morning mist rolling over a very ancient, hidden valley. This feeling of not belonging is not a defect or mistake, but a holy signal that you are being called into something deeper. Think of the times you tried to fit in, clipping your own wings just to sit on a wire with birds who never dreamed. You were never meant to be common, and the friction you feel is simply the universe trying to align your heart with its origin. The labyrinth of your life has many turns, and right now, it feels like you are walking away from everything you once knew. Sit with me for a moment. As an older sibling who has walked these same dusty paths and felt the same sharp, cold winds, I see the exhaustion in your eyes, the way you carry the weight of being the one who always sees the hidden truth. There is a sacred rhythm to this silence, a preparation for a voice that is finally ready to speak through your very unique life. You are not lost in the dark. You are simply transitioning through a part of the path where the walls are high and narrow. These walls are not here to trap you, but to guide your focus inward toward the light that never flickers or grows dim. Put your hand over your heart and feel that steady rhythm, the drumbeat of a destiny that has never once forgotten your name. You have spent years apologizing for your depth, as if being a vast ocean was an inconvenience to those who only like puddles. But the creator of the tides is the one funding your journey, providing the gravity and the moon to move your heavy waters. The silent call is a frequency that only the chosen can hear, a low hum that vibrates beneath the noise of the busy world. It tells you that the provision you seek is already woven into the fabric of the path you are currently walking with such grace. You might feel as though you are standing still, but in the realm of the spirit, you are moving toward a divine, golden center. The labyrinth does not move in a straight line because growth requires you to see every angle of your own beautiful, complex soul. Every time you felt rejected by the world, it was actually a divine protection, keeping you from settling in a land not yours. You are a citizen of a different kingdom, and your currency is not paper or coin, but the pure intention of your heart. Let the tension in your shoulders melt away like wax near a flame, knowing you are held by a love that is ancient. You have been worried about the how and the when, but the path itself is the how, and the now is the when. There is no shortage in the storehouse of the stars, and you are a child of the one who hung them all in space. The isolation you feel is actually a sanctuary, a place where the Father can whisper secrets that the loud world could never understand. You are being funded by a grace that does not require you to prove your worth or perform for the applause of the fickle. Breathe in the quietness of this moment, letting it wash over your tired mind like cool water on a long, hot summer day. The first step of the chosen path is often taken in total darkness, with only the intuition of the heart to light the way. You have taken that step, and even if you are trembling, you are moving with a courage that makes the heavens stand and cheer. The world sees a wanderer, but the Father sees a pioneer, cutting a trail through the thicket of generational pain and old, tired lies. Your lineage of lack is ending with you, because you have agreed to walk the labyrinth until you find the source of all things. This is the silent call, the invitation to stop seeking external validation and start trusting the divine funding that is already within you. Look closely at the walls of your life, and you will see the subtle carvings of grace that have been there all along. Provision is not always a sudden windfall. Sometimes it is the way a stranger smiled exactly when you felt like giving up entirely. It is the unexpected check that arrived the same day the bill was due. Or the friend who called with the perfect, timely word. These are not accidents, but the hidden signs that the labyrinth is supporting your weight as you walk deeper into its sacred heart. You have been so focused on the big miracle that you almost missed the 1,000 small ones that have kept you alive today. The Father is funding your life through the miracle of timing, arranging meetings and departures that serve your highest and most beautiful good. Remember the door that closed so firmly last year, leaving you in tears and wondering if you had failed some great celestial test. That closed door was a sign of provision, a wall built by love to keep you from a path that would have broken you. In the labyrinth, a dead end is never a failure. It is simply a prompt to turn around and find a better way. You are being guided by an invisible hand that knows the map perfectly, even when you feel like you are walking in circles. Let's try a small micro practice together. Place both hands on your lap, palms facing up, and softly whisper the word "receive" 3 times. Feel the weight of the air in your palms, recognizing that even the oxygen you breathe is a gift you did not have to earn. The funding of your life is happening in the unseen, in the quiet shifts of energy that are moving obstacles out of your way. You have a hidden agreement with delay, thinking that if things take longer, you are somehow safer from the responsibility of actual success. But the delay is over, and the signs are beginning to flash like fireflies in the twilight, guiding you toward your inevitable, bright dawn. Another aha moment is realizing that self-protection dressed as wisdom has often kept you from seeing the abundance that is already standing here. You thought you were being careful by expecting the worst, but you were actually just closing your eyes to the beauty of the present. The signs are in the dreams you have at night, the sudden flashes of inspiration that make your heart beat with a new excitement. They are in the way your body feels lighter when you think of a certain path, signaling that the Father is funding that direction. Watch for the repeating numbers, the songs on the radio, and the specific animals that cross your path with a message of peace. These are the whispers of the labyrinth, reminding you that you are never alone and that your needs are always being considered. You have been worried about your bank account, but have you noticed the wealth of wisdom that has been deposited into your spirit lately? You are richer in character, deeper in empathy, and stronger in resolve than you were even a short, tumultuous 6 months ago today. This inner capital is what allows you to handle the external funding that is currently making its way through the cosmic pipeline to you. The Father does not give a heavy harvest to a field that has not been plowed and prepared with the steel of endurance. You are prepared now, and the signs are telling you to lift your head and look toward the horizon with a steady gaze. Notice the way the light hits the leaves, or the way the rain smells as it hits the dry, thirsty, and waiting earth. Everything in nature is funded by the source without a single moment of anxiety or a single thought of where tomorrow's sun is. You are a part of that same nature, a vital branch on the tree of life, and the sap of provision flows through you. Take a piece of paper today and write down 3 small things that went right this week, even if they seem completely and utterly insignificant. This simple ritual of recognition opens the gates of your heart to see the larger patterns of grace that are currently forming. The signs are not meant to give you the whole map, but just enough light for the very next step on the path. Trust the light you have, and more light will be given as you move forward with the quiet confidence of the truly chosen. There is a place in the labyrinth where the air grows cold and the walls seem to press in from every side at once. This is the dark night, the season where you feel the wound of not belonging most acutely, like a thorn embedded deep in soul. You cry out and hear only your own echo, and you wonder if the funding was just a beautiful dream you had while sleeping. But listen to me. Little sibling, the darkness is not the absence of God. It is the shadow of his wings as he hides you. in this deep shadow. The old version of you, the one who lived for approval and stayed small, is finally allowed to pass away quietly. The dark night is a sacred winding path into the basement of your own heart, where you find the treasures you buried long ago. You feel the pain of every betrayal, every no, and every moment you were told you were too much or not enough for them. This pain is coming to the surface not to hurt you, but to be baptized in the tears of a sovereign and holy release. You have carried suppressed anger from the past, a fire that has been smoldering beneath the floorboards of your daily, polite, and tired life. Let that fire burn out the illusions of lack, the false beliefs that you are a beggar in a world that owes you nothing. The aha here is that partial faith produces partial manifestation. You have been keeping one foot in the grave of your old identity. You cannot walk the new path while clinging to the fence of the old one, hoping to keep the comfort of your familiar misery. During this dark night, the Father is funding your endurance, building the spiritual muscles you will need for the weight of the coming glory. It feels like abandonment, but it is actually divine solitude, a clearing of the noise so you can hear your own heartbeat again. When you feel the panic rise, try this. Put one hand on your forehead and one on your chest, and breathe very slowly. Imagine the darkness is actually rich, black soil, and you are a seed that is currently breaking open to reach for the light. The breaking is necessary. The husk of who you were must crack so the giant tree within you can finally begin to grow. You are not being punished, you are being pruned. And though the blade is sharp, the gardener's hand is steady and full of love. The dark night is where you learn that God funding your life includes the provision of nothingness, so you can become everything in Him. You are learning to be okay with the silence, to find a peace that does not depend on a busy calendar or a loud room. This is the stillness and summit of the mountain, where the air is thin, but the view of the eternal is finally becoming clear. You have felt like an outsider your whole life, and in the dark night, you realize that is because you were meant to lead. The ones who fit in easily never have to develop the strength to stand alone. But you have become a pillar of silent power. The dark night is almost over. The sky is turning that deep, bruised purple that happens just before the first gold of the sun. Do not give up now, when the center of the labyrinth is only a few more turns around the next high, stony, dark wall. The funding you need for this specific stretch is rest. So let yourself sleep, let yourself weep, and let yourself just be for now. You don't have to manifest anything today. You just have to survive the transformation with your heart open and your spirit soft and ready. The Father is holding the candle, and even if you can't see His face, you can feel the warmth of His breath. This season has been a sacred storm, a lightning strike that has cleared the dead wood from the forest of your complicated and beautiful life. Soon, the ground will be green again, and the flowers that bloom will be of a variety the world has never seen before today. You are the phoenix, and the ashes of your old life are the most fertile ground for the funding of your magnificent and bright future. Hold on to my hand in the Spirit, and let's walk these last few dark yards together until the light begins to break through. The light does not hit the labyrinth all at once. It begins as a soft, amber glow that touches the tops of the walls. This is the awakening. The moment you realize that the wound of not belonging was actually your greatest and most powerful gift of distinction. You were never meant to belong to the world because you were designed to belong to the source, to the origin, to the eternal. Suddenly, the aha moment hits you like a warm wave. Your pain was actually your purpose in a very clever and divine disguise. The funding of your life is now moving from the unseen to the seen, as your internal shift begins to mirror in your reality. You wake up one morning and the heavy cloak of worry is simply gone. replaced by a light, shimmering garment of pure, holy expectation. You realize that God funding your life means He is the CEO, the investor, and the provider, and you are His beloved partner. The awakening is the realization that you have permission to prosper, not just to survive, but to flourish in every single area of life. Try this micro practice. Stand up straight. Reach your arms wide like a cross and tilt your head back to face the warm, rising sun. Say out loud, I am open to the infinite supply of the Father, and feel that truth vibrate through every cell of your body. The aha reframe is this: lack was an illusion created by fear to keep you from walking the path with the authority of a king. You are no longer a servant waiting for crumbs. You are a child of the house, and the entire estate is being managed for you. The awakening brings a quiet, whispered wisdom, a sense of knowing what to do without having to ask 100 different people for their opinions. Your intuition is now a golden thread, leading you through the labyrinth with a speed and a precision that feels almost like a miracle. The people who once looked down on you will now look up to you, not out of pride, but because your light is undeniable. You find yourself finding money in old pockets, receiving unexpected refunds, and seeing your business or career take a sudden, sharp, and upward turn. But the real funding is the peace that passes understanding, the ability to stay calm while the rest of the world is in a panic. You are the gentle warrior of light, and your weapon is your unshakable faith in the goodness of the Father who has never failed. The awakening is the moment you stop trying to manifest and start allowing the manifestation to flow through your open, grateful, and willing heart. You see that the winding path was the shortest distance between who you were and who you were always truly destined to become. In time, the labyrinth was not a trap, but a sacred alchemical chamber where your leaden fears were turned into the pure gold of a divine and holy soul. You are now a frequency match for abundance, because you no longer believe in the lie of not enough or the tragedy of never me. The awakening is a gentle unfolding dawn, a slow and steady increase of clarity that makes the path ahead look like a runway of light. Take a moment to perform a ritual of release. Imagine blowing a dandelion into the wind, letting every old worry float away into the blue sky. You are light, you are free, and you are funded by the same power that keeps the planets spinning in their perfect, silent, and celestial orbits. The aha here is that self-protection dressed as wisdom was actually fear dressed as a friend, and you are now dressed in truth. You no longer need to brace for impact because you are buoyed by grace, floating on the eternal tides of the Father's vast and endless love. The awakening is not a destination, but a state of being, a way of walking through the world with the quiet smile of the chosen. You are finally seen, not by the eyes of the world, but by the eyes of your own soul, which is the only seeing that matters. The funding of your life is now visible, tangible, and real, and you are ready to steward it with the heart of a wise witness. Breathe in the newness of this day. Feeling the awakened friend within you, celebrate the victory that was won in the quiet and dark hours. Being chosen is not about being better than others. It is about being available to the divine will in a world that is distracted. It means your life is no longer your own, but a sacred vessel for the provision of the Father to flow into the thirsty world. The funding you receive is not for you to hoard, but for you to distribute, becoming a living oasis in the middle of a desert. What being chosen truly means is that you have been given the authority of the path, the power to open doors for others who are lost. You are the compassionate older sibling now, looking back at the labyrinth and calling out to those who are still stuck in the dark corners. The aha moment here is your abundance is tied to your assignment. When you move for the Father, The Father moves the mountains for you. Being chosen means you have divinely funded protection, a shield that the arrows of criticism and the fires of hardship simply cannot ever penetrate. You will find that when you are on the path, the resources you need appear exactly at the moment of application, not a second too soon. Try this micro practice. Put your hand on your belly and feel the source of power there. The inner well that never, ever runs dry. Say to yourself, I am a conduit for the Father's wealth. And watch how your perspective on spending and giving changes into a holy flow. The aha reframe is, you are not a consumer of the world's resources. You are a creator of the kingdom's abundance through your pure faith. Being chosen means you have the ear of the King, a direct line to the source that does not require a middleman or a complex ritual. Your funding is sovereign, meaning it is not subject to the laws of the economy, the whims of the market, or the opinions of men. You are financed by faith, and as your trust grows, the credit limit of heaven expands to meet the size of your beautiful and bold vision. It means you must be disciplined with your peace, refusing to let the chaos of the world bankrupt your inner state of calm and holy joy. You are the tender revolutionary, changing the world not through loud shouting, but through the quiet power of a life truly and deeply funded. Being chosen means you are the guardian of the thread, keeping the golden link between heaven and earth strong through your daily acts of love. You will feel a holy responsibility to use your provision for the good of the all, seeing every dollar as a seed of divine transformation. The aha here is, you don't get funded to get out of life. You get funded to get into life with a heart that is free. You are the sacred fire that warms the cold and the deep living roots that hold the soil together during the storms of the transition. Being chosen means you are the phoenix, and your rebirth is a sign to everyone that nothing is ever truly lost in the hands of God. You are a living reframe for the world, showing them that lack is a choice and abundance is a birthright for the children of the Most High. Take a ritual moment today to anoint your hands with a little oil or water, dedicated to the work of building the beautiful for the Father. Your hands are funded, your mind is funded, and your very presence is a deposit of grace wherever you walk on this spinning blue earth. You are the wise witness to the Father's faithfulness, and your testimony of provision will become a breadcrumb trail for 1,000 other searching souls. Being chosen is a gift of gravity, keeping you grounded in love while your spirit soars in the heights of the eternal and the infinite. You are the Labyrinth guide, and the funding of your life is the oil for your lamp so you can light the winding way home. The Father is proud of you, not for what you have accomplished, but for the heart you have kept through the long and weary years. You are the chosen one, and your funding is the eternal yes of the Creator to everything you are and everything you are becoming now. The labyrinth is now a garden of grace, and your path forward is a celebration of the journey you have so bravely and beautifully walked. You no longer have to search for the path. You are the path. And every step you take is a holy movement of the Father's will. Your path forward involves mastering the art of receiving, allowing the goodness of God to overwhelm you with its vast and endless generosity today. The aha moment for your future is, the more you trust the funding, the more the funding flows, like a river that widens as it nears the sea. You must practice radical gratitude, seeing even the inconveniences as course corrections designed by a love that is detailed, devoted, and deeply divine. Try this micro practice every morning before your feet hit the floor. Say, thank you for the funding of this day, and feel the shift. This ritual of first light sets the frequency of your day to abundance, ensuring that you attract rather than chase the provision you need. Your path forward includes the courage to be seen, stepping out of the shadows of the labyrinth and into the full sunlight of your purpose. The aha reframe is being seen is not dangerous. It is the most powerful way to give others the permission to shine their own beautiful light. You will find that the Father funds the visionary, so do not be afraid to dream larger than your current bank account or physical reality suggests. Your creative suppression is over. Let the art of your life flow out in colors of joy, sounds of peace, and words of eternal truth. You are the golden thread in the tapestry of the new world, and your path is interwoven with the destiny of the whole human family. The funding will now come in waves of wisdom, giving you the blueprints for the new earth projects that have been placed in your heart. Do not look back at the wound of not belonging. Instead, look forward to the family of light that is gathering around your warm glow. Your path is a sacred winding path of increasing glory, where every turn brings a new level of provision and a new depth of peace. Take a moment to journal one sentence. I am the Father's beloved, and my life is an overflow of His infinite and holy storehouse of grace. This simple intention acts as a signature on the contract of abundance, sealing the divine agreement that has been funded by the blood of love. You are the awakened friend, and your path forward is a walk in the garden with the one who loves you most in the cool of the day. The paralyzing self-doubt of the past is replaced by a prophetic confidence, a sense that everything is working together for your absolute and eternal good. You will fund the dreams of others, becoming a venture capitalist of the spirit, investing in the potential of the broken and the hope of the lost. The aha here is, you are the answer to someone's prayer, and your funding is the means by which that answer is tangibly and beautifully delivered. Your path is paved with peace, and the stones of the labyrinth are now emeralds of wisdom and diamonds of divine and unshakable strength for you. You are the majestic mountain, and your stillness is a sanctuary for the birds of the air and the weary travelers on the winding, dusty road. The path forward is effortless, not because there is no work, but because the work is love, and the power is the Holy Spirit's grace. You are the eternal river, and your flow of destiny is unstoppable, carving a canyon of beauty through the hard rock of the old world's fear. The Father is walking beside you, His hand on your shoulder, His voice in your ear, and His love in every breath you take as you move. You are funded for the long haul, not just a quick fix, but a legacy of light that will shine for generations after the path is complete. The funding is now, the path is here, and the Father is in you, making all things new with every single and sacred heartbeat of your life. Your path forward is a victory lap, a triumphant return to the center of the heart, where all things are one and all is well. And so, my dear friend, we come to the center of the labyrinth, where the air is still and the heart is finally, truly at home. Remember that God funding your life is not a promise for the future, but a reality of the present that you are breathing right this very second. You are chosen, you are seen, you are loved, and you are held by a power that has never lost a single star in the vastness of space. The wound of not belonging has been healed by the realization that you belong to the whole universe, and the whole universe belongs to you. Your final reminder is this: you are the Father's greatest investment, and He is committed to your success with an infinite and eternal passion that never fails. The labyrinth was not a test to pass, but a journey to experience. And you have walked it with a grace that has moved the very heart of God. The aha moment that stays with you forever is, you were never alone, you were never lacking, and you were never anything less than a masterpiece of divine love. You are the mirror lake, reflecting the truth of the heavens on the surface of the earth, bringing heaven down to the very dust of the path. As your older sibling in the spirit, I want you to take one simple step today that affirms your trust in the divine funding of your life before you go. I have one gentle and heartfelt invitation for you. Find a quiet moment today to sit in nature, even if it's just a single tree, and whisper a deep thank you to the source. This simple act of heartfelt gratitude is the key that unlocks the next door in the magnificent and endless labyrinth of your divinely funded and beautiful life. The funding is continuous. The love is infinite. And your story is just beginning to reach the part where everything becomes possible for you today. Go now with peace in your heart, light in your eyes, and the quiet confidence of one who knows they are wholly and completely supported by the Father. You are the flame and the shadow, the phoenix and the ash, the chosen one, and the eternal flow of destiny in a human body of light. The silent call has been answered. The hidden signs have been followed, and the awakening is complete in the chamber of your soul. This very hour, you are funded, you are free, and you are finally, truly home in the heart of the love that started it all before time even began. The labyrinth is a circle of grace, and you are standing at the center, radiating the wealth of heaven to every corner of the thirsty and waiting world. Breathe it in, chosen one, and walk forward with the steady and joyful step of the one who knows that the Father is funding everything with a smile. I love you. I see you. And I celebrate the magnificent glory that is unfolding through you now and forevermore in the sacred and winding way. You are the blessing, and the funding is simply the evidence of the love that has always been and will always be yours without end.